Shalom. I want to share with you for a few minutes about the meaning of the phrase "the fullness of time" that is mentioned in the Bible. No doubt you're aware that the internet and smartphones have revolutionized communications in our present age. I am continually amazed how God uses the things of this world for the benefit of His kingdom. Thanks to modern innovations, it's now possible to connect instantly with prayer groups locally, nationally, and even internationally at the touch of a button. No previous generation has had this capability. Truly, the technology industry has given the church a major boost in reaching the world with the gospel. Obviously, God is behind the genius of modern-day communications. The timing of advanced technology reminds me how Messiah Jesus was born in the fullness of time to reach the nations with the message of salvation. We read in Galatians chapter 4, verses 4 and 5, "But when the fullness of time came, God sent forth His Son, born of a woman, born under the law, so that He might redeem those who were under the law, that we might receive the adoption as sons." Now, what exactly is meant by the phrase "in the fullness of time"? This passage relates to the first coming of Jesus, which came to pass at a divinely ordained moment in time. Students of the Bible are aware that God uses the things of this world to accomplish His holy purpose. Even evil emperors do the Almighty's bidding unbeknownst to them. The kings of this world are mere puppets in the hands of God. He is the one who controls all things. During the days of the Greek Empire, which lasted from the 8th to the 6th centuries BC, God used the military might and strength of Alexander the Great to bring about the universal usage of the Koine Greek language, the lingua franca, the common language of the era. Alexander commanded his soldiers to marry non-Greek speaking women so that the next generation of children would speak Greek as their primary language rather than the foreign tongues of their mothers. The universal language then worked to unite the empire. Now then, Rome was the next empire to walk on the world stage, where she remained from 27 BC to 476 AD. While in power, the armies of Rome constructed a remarkable system of roads that connected the kingdom, making it possible to maneuver large military troops and equipment safely and expediently across vast territories. Remnants of the Roman roads that have stood the test of time can be seen in various parts of Europe and the Middle East even today. This transportation system was so effective and expansive throughout the empire that the expression, "all roads lead to Rome," became popular jargon. The birth of the Prince of Peace occurred during the Pax Romana, the Peace of Rome that endured from 27 BC to 180 AD. The Pax Romana marked a season of unprecedented tranquility that the world had not experienced for many years. By this time, Rome had finally ceased her aggressive expansion of the empire that extended all the way from North Africa to India. This period of peace marked a most fitting time for the arrival of the infant Messiah. Now, how do all of these unique factors come together for the preaching of the gospel? When the Great Commission was proclaimed by Jesus in Matthew 28, verses 16 to 20, the missionaries were able to travel through the empire in relative peace and security while taking full advantage of the Roman roads to bring them safely to their destination. There was no need for the early missionaries to learn the languages and culture of the various regions they would enter, because the Greek language and culture were universally understood and accepted throughout the empire. It's been said by linguists that the Greek language is the most precise of the ancient tongues, making it the perfect language to record the New Testament. One could say all the planets were in alignment. The fullness of time had finally come upon the earth. The fullness of time is coming again soon. The long-awaited second coming of our Messiah bridegroom, Jesus Christ, the Anointed One. Once again, all the planets are in alignment. God has given the ways and means of international technology to His church to preach the gospel to Jerusalem, Judea, Samaria, and the uttermost parts of the earth. And successful evangelism always begins with fervent prayer.